Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give infinite praise. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and of course double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who through the Spirit have taught us the truth and continue to do so with great humility. Alright, this is Naaman of the DC camp, and this is from RT News, and came out today, and it says time for Texit. Is the question. Alright, it says Texas talks of seceding from U.S., but progressives still don't see the dangers of their radical, divisive plans. And that's going to be the lesson, the divisiveness, the division here in Babylon the Great. It's beautiful to see. You know, this is an exciting time. In fact, let me get that while I'm thinking of it. Alright, these are exciting times. Alright, you're seeing actually the enemy or enemies fall before your eyes. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. These things make me happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Alright, and these Edomites, descendants from Jacob's brother Esau, who who call themselves white people, alright, and Caucasians today. That's who we're talking about. That's who rules the world. Alright, and we all know that, well, as far as that world goes, alright, when we're talking about rulership and who will be in power in the last days, alright, before Yahushua comes back, who are those people? This is Job chapter 9 verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If the wicked is not these so-called white people, then who is it? Who is the wicked? Alright? Who is the emissary, if you will, for the spiritual demon Satan on earth? If not the descendants of Esau, the Edomites. This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Most High Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Most High Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Salakia. Saith the Most High Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Most High Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High Yahweh hath indignation forever. Let's go into that indignation. Alright? Because there has been an effort by specifically Christians that say the nation of Edom can be saved, and we know that's not true. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but this is Strong's H2194. Zayn. All right, to denounce, express indignation, be indignant. All right. Let's see. To express indignation in speech, denounce, curse. All right. To show indignation, show anger. Indignation, huh? Alright. What is that? Should that remind you of? Isaiah 34 and 5, right? Let's go there. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. Alright. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, Greek way of saying Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Alright, so these are the wicked. Wherever they go, they're the border of wickedness. Wherever they go, hey, just think of the lands that they've conquered, either through deceit or just straight out murder. All right. What happened? Nothing but wickedness. Look at Greece. Look at Rome. All right. All their campaigns throughout history, and the revived Rome, which is America today. Look at it. All right. Going on. Texit. It says, enraged by the results of the presidential election, Republicans see a wave of liberalism coming their way under Joe Biden. Now, Texas lawmakers, worried by unfettered Mexican immigration, want a referendum on independence. And to show you how much of a hypocrite these people are, all right, they play this game with the American people about not wanting the people that populated this land originally, along with Gad and Reuben, all right, over here, but yet they enjoy that cheap labor, all right. It says, no longer content to see the term parallel realities used as just a metaphor to explain America's intractable standoff between Republicans and Democrats, one Texas representative is now calling for full separation from the American franchise. And this is nothing new. And, the latter times, they've been talking about this since, I believe, the Clinton era, and, in modern times. But, and of course, when we see that, it says, smack in the middle of the most consequential presidential election in U.S. history, Republican Texas lawmaker Kyle Biedermann has vowed to file legislation that will allow Texas a chance to secede from the United States and reassert its status as an independent nation. Okay. Wow, let's look at that word secede. Let's go with what it sounds like. The American Civil War. This nation has not been divided since then. All right. American Civil War, also known as by other names, Civil War in the United States from 1861 to 1865, fought between northern states loyal to the Union and southern states that had seceded. Secession is the withdrawal of a group from a larger entity, especially a political entity, but also from any organization, union, or military alliance. Some of the most famous and significant secessions have been the former Soviet republics, leaving the Soviet Union, and Algeria. All right. So I'm sure everybody's up on that. I don't have to go into it in great detail, but to secede, that's what it means. All right. So, all right. Now, what does that sound like? We've been standing on the corners preaching for I don't know how long. These times where these prophecies are coming to pass. All right. In fact, let's go to Mark 3. All right, because ultimately this is the Most High putting these spirits on these people. All right, this is the angels at work. This is Mark chapter 3 verse 24, and if the kingdom be let me start up. This is verse 23, and he called unto them, this Yahushua, and said unto them in parables, all right, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. All right, and this is what we've been waiting for. That's why I read Sirach 25 and 7, It's a great time to be alive just to see the person that's plagued us. All right, this devil that's plagued us for so long. All right, losing his shit. All right. Let's see. Continue going back to the article. It says, this is from Kyle Biedermann. He says the federal government is out of control and doesn't represent the values of Texans. That is why I am committing to file legislation that will allow a referendum to give Texans a vote for the state of Texas to reassert its status as an independent nation. All right, it says tough words from a tough state. It must be noted, however, that the lawmaker's statement does not single out the Democrats or Joe Biden by name, but rather the federal government. By sitting pretty on the fence between the Republican and Democratic camps, Biedermann does not risk alienating members from either party. All right, try and be slick. He says, not a bad strategy since it's probably too late to complain about the government under Trump. On the other hand, it is too early to complain about a Biden government since he has yet to set foot in the White House as president. Possibly he was referring to the Supreme Court, which just tossed out a 17-state Texas-led challenge to the Biden-Trump contest, which, nevertheless, still seems up for grabs amid accusations of fraud and corruption. All right. So it says, whatever the case may be, by conjuring up the spirit of Texas secession, an idea that has been floated on numerous other occasions, like I said, Biederman understands perfectly well that he is appealing to the hearts and minds of conservative Texans who yearn for the golden age of America's past, when being liberal meant you were a bra-burning feminist, a tree-hugging environmentalist, or maybe an anti-war pacifist. All right, and that's part of this thing with ongoing with technology and this upcoming, this vaccine, 5G, and ultimately this chip being implemented. All right, what you have are a bunch of old, yearning for the days of old. All right, and those days are gone. All right, so, and they're never coming back. All right, so we're approaching a new era now, and although it will be short-lived, these people just can't let go. They yearn for the days of old when specifically they could string us up and do whatever they wanted to us. All right, they heard stories of the great-grandpappy and grandpappy. They want to go back to those days. Going on, it says, compared to the situation today, those partisan wars of yesteryear seem somehow quaint and understandable to many Americans. At least Republicans and Democrats could still live together under one leaky roof. And no matter how bad things got between the feuding sides, at least there was no shutdown of conversation and dissenting opinion, as is the tragic case today. It's not tragic, it's beautiful. Or even college campuses have instituted a weird code of silence. It is a great paradox of our times that when Americans enjoy more diverse means of communication than ever before, big tech censorship of social media commentary makes the laboriously handwritten letters sent via postage stamp seem like the best app of them all. But I digress. But he makes a good point, because despite all this technology, you end up missing something. All right, everybody's focused. The latest technology that comes out, whether it be, hey, you got to think iPhone in that case. Everybody's lined up, and you're so focused on that, you neglect, all right, everything else. And as a result of that, what suffers? Relations, all right, or relationships, all right. So it's like, but again, this is prophecy. All right, scripture about the love of many shall wax cold. All right, again, prophecy. All right, so let's get some other scriptures here. Let's see, because again, we're dealing with prophecy. All right, here's another one. Like I said, this is a beautiful time to be alive, just to see this. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, and it says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Just like when I brought up here with the Civil War. What happened? 1861, 1865. You had families fighting against each other, all right, that lived in the same household. And then that also, what is another prophecy? Let's go to Matthew 10. This is Matthew chapter 10. Let's see. Verse 34, it says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. And these people think he's coming back to, give out high fives and, cotton candy and all this other crap. All right, these churches have done us great disservice to our people. You're not letting them know who they really are. Let's see, what else did I have? Oh, let's try this. Let's see. May not be any need for it. My brother just covered just about everything I wanted to, but let's see. As soon as it loads here. Let's see. Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 30 verse 4. It says, "And the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great pain shall be in Ethiopia when the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundations shall be broken down." All right. There's no scripture about shameful spewing. All right. Because all these things that the propaganda we were raised with, it's all been lies. The biggest one of which is the scriptures. This devil had the nerve to put his image going all the way back to the Renaissance. But we grew up with all this propaganda about, the Lord was white, the Most High himself was white, the heavenly host was white. Lies. Again, that's blasphemy. All right? But they're all being torn down. It's beautiful. Like I said, I keep saying it's a beautiful time, all right, to be alive. But you have to keep it spiritual. And that's, these idiots who want to get out here and challenge Esau with, with his blessing, which is the sword. All manner of wars of machinations of war, weapons of war and such. That's not our blessing. That's his. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds." One of those strongholds, like I just mentioned several, mainly that the images, all right, he portrayed himself as, if there is a God, he looks like me. You have Amalek running around here talking about they're us, they're the Jews, and that's only just one tribe. Where are the other 11? All right, these things people don't think about. Again, all the propaganda that's been pushed throughout the years and decades, centuries. All right, but slowly, at least a select few have woken up. All right, and see it for what it is. All right. 5, it says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach Yahushua." All right. And that's why he's panicking, trying to hurry up and establish his new world order now. Also, China supposedly is working on 6G, and they're about to go, from what I hear, cashless. And of course, being racist as these Edomites, these so-called white people are, we can't have gooks, outdo us. So, and of course, when you rush, you end up making mistakes. All right. So that's gonna do it for this video. I'll just post the link. Oh my God, I see that. Good. And you can read it. Yeah, wow. So with that, once again, call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Akakodash. And of course, once again, hope whoever views this is edified. That's what we're here to do. Whatever remaining, hopefully elect there are, hopefully we, bring them to the fold. So with that, Shalom.